Hey guys, welcome back. How are you? I hope you are good and doing well. So, in the last lecture, we created the create action and we allowed user to save their notification setting into the database. Okay, now we will work on updating the notification setting for the user. Okay, so we don't have to do much work here. We just need to create the update action and we need to accept the params there. So, let's go to the controller here and you can see that we have this create action. Okay, so just copy this and here we will use we will replace this create by update. Okay, and here we don't need to use build and we will simply use current user dot notification setting. Okay, and then rather than calling save we need to use notification setting at the setting dot update setting params. Setting params. Okay, and then if it is saved successfully or updated successfully, then redirect on the settings path, otherwise render the manage notification setting. Okay, so that's all we need to do to update the notification setting of the user. Okay, and now let's go to the browser and refresh the page. So here you can see that right now all the settings are checked. Okay, I mean the user has opted for all the options. Okay, now let's uncheck these attributes. Okay, that user don't want a notification whenever a new job posted or a status of job changed. Okay, now let's make some space into the terminal. Okay, and let's submit this form. So when you click on the update settings button, you can see in the terminal that your notification setting has been updated, and here you can see that on new job post set to 0, I mean false, and on job status changed to 0, that I mean false. Okay, so now whenever a new job posted and the status of a job has been changed, user will not get notification. Okay, because user has not opted those solution those options. Okay, and now if you refresh the page, you can see that these are still showing unchecked boxes here. That means user is not trying to get notification. A user do not want to get notification for these events or for these settings. Okay, or for these options. Now let's check all again and click on the update setting, and when you go to the terminal and see the logs, you can see that it has been set to checked again or the true again. Now if you refresh the page, you will see that it is still showing all the checks. So our update action is working fine here. Okay, now, what we need to do here, one more thing, that you can see that these checkboxes are looks very ordinary or a very plain HTML checkboxes. Okay, so just to increase the UI experience here, what we can do that we can use the Bootstrap checkboxes. Okay, just like we have on the sign in form. Okay, so either you can go to the, let's say for a reference, that go to the users and then click on the sessions form new.html.trb, and here you will see that we are using this kind of checkbox. Okay, so here you can see div class form check. Okay, so let's copy this attribute and we will use this for our setting fields. Okay, so for example, let's paste it here and we will remove it again, by the way. So here you can see here what you need to do, rather than form group you need to use form check. Okay, and then here you need to use form check input. Okay, when a new job posted, and here sorry, let's just use form check input. Sorry, in the checkbox you need to use that class. So okay, so form check input. Okay, and similarly we just need to up the checkbox and down the label, and here what we need to do that we need to make our class as form check label. Form check label. Okay, and four attribute you can copy from the form, so you can just inspect this and we will get the four attribute here. So you can see it is showing the id of the checkbox, that is name or on new job post. Okay, so just copy this and then we will use it for on new job post. Okay, and now let's just remove this one and save this and refresh the page. Okay, so you can see that we are now able to get the bootstrap style form. Okay, or bootstrap style checkbox. So we will replicate this same for everything. Okay, so here first replace all the checkboxes above. Okay, and then what we will do here, at the class form check input to all the checkboxes. Okay, and then you can add a form check label. Okay, and then 4. Okay, and now you just need to change your attribute setting here. So for existing job you need to change the 4 attributes value, and for on status job change or applied job you need to change the value for 4 attribute here. Okay, here, and make sure to up the checkbox. Okay, so first let's add these classes everywhere. Set it here, set it here as well, and set it here as well. Okay, and make it on job status change. Okay, now save everything and go to the browser. When you refresh the page you will see the better. Now you can click on the label as well instead of directly clicking the checkbox. Okay, so let's for example just check this and click the update setting, and when you refresh, or even you can see that now none of the checkbox is showing selected here, and if you refresh the page you will see the selected. That means user do not have opted any notification option now. And if you click on the labels, okay, so it looks much better now. Okay, so when you click on the update setting you can do that. However, if you wish you can add some spacing here as well. For example, let's say you can provide let's say MB4. Okay, and if you refresh the page you will see, okay, so it is not getting any spaces here because I placed this on the wrong attribute. Say MB4. If you refresh the page you will see some spaces here. Okay, so based upon your preference you can say set these attributes, sorry, the spacing. Okay, so here let's say on check label here as well, here as well, and the same thing here as well. Okay, now save it and refresh the page. So you will see the proper spacing between all the checkboxes or all the options for the notification setting of the user. Okay, and let's make some spacing here as well. Let's say MB4. Okay, so we displayed this thing here. So now our form section has been completed. So now we can say that this task has been completed. So here we add a feature to allow job seekers to opt for the job posting notification from the companies when new job posted, or there we added multiple options as well. Okay, now we will work on the this task from the next lecture, which is send email to job seeker user who opted for the new job posting notification or who opted for the options. Okay, so what we will do here, that we will implement some mailers. Okay, and for example let's say we implement a mailer that whenever a new job posted user should get notified. Okay, so we will create a job for the company. Okay, and if this user has opted for this option he will get an email, and we will do this thing for as well. Like for example if a user marked a job as favorite from of some company's job, then if it is removed user will get notified, and same for the rest of all the options. Okay, so we will do this part in the next lecture. So I hope you like this. What we did here, that we simply created the update action just like create action, and we added the bootstrap style to the forms. Okay, now let me add some spacing as well, because this looks too weird because it is just attached to the navigation bar. So let's say MT4 or MT5. Okay, now it looks much better. Or it depend upon you. If you want to design it more better way you can do that, because I'm very weak in the CSS part. I do not have much idea of like how to create better designs or better styles. Okay, just master in the backend. So this is this is what I can suggest, and you can feel free to design the page as per your need. Okay, but make sure to commit the changes and all things. Okay, so now let's say commit our changes. So shut down the server, and here git status git k, make sure to check the commit. Okay, I'm saying this here because you need to make sure that what changes you made. Okay, so here you can see this is the notification setting. We added the update action here, and we added these things into the form. Okay, we added the bootstrap style check. Okay, so all checks looks good. Okay, so what we can do, we can just add commit, git commit minus m, and then edit update action for managing users notification setting. Okay, sorry, let me add the files first and then commit. Okay, so this is how we can manage the users setting. Okay, sorry, users notification setting. So let me recall again everything that what we did for this feature. So we just created a one-to-one association. Okay, because there should be one-to-one, there should be no many-to-many association. Okay, so it is one-to-one association, and here you can see that we implemented this custom association in that way. Okay, and then we created the form, and in the form we managed dynamically that what will be the URL when user has no notification setting, and what will be the URL when user has the notification setting. And we also dynamically manage the method that need to be submitted along with the form as well. Okay, so that's all the thing that we did. And now, in the next lecture, we will meet with sending emails based upon the user's selected options. Okay, so follow till this point, and we will meet into the next lecture. Till then, Tata, goodbye, take care, stay safe.